back, everyone. Today we're going to try Backwoods Bastards by Founders. This is the 2020 version. 11% ABV. This was bottled on 11/11/2020. I have done older ones, and I'm going to do a separate video of the 2020 version, the 2018, and the 2017 version. I'm not sure why I don't have the 2019. I almost thought that they didn't produce it in 2019, and I should say, if I look on YouTube and put in, Founders Backwoods Bastards 2019, at least on the first page, there's none. There's one, but that doesn't mean that's from 2019. That could have been a review in 2019 of a older one. So maybe they made it. It is on Untapped with about 4,000 check-ins, but I could have swore if they made it, I picked it up, but maybe I skipped 2019. 50 IBUs per Untapped. Scotch Ale Wee Heavy is what they're calling it. So let's go ahead and get this open. I do wait for this to go on sale. Usually I do pick this up at Meijer once it's on sale. I think it goes from like $13.99 to $12.99 to $10.99. Then I got it at $9.99 for a 6-pack. So let's go ahead and get it in here. See what we think. There we go. So I'm guessing, and I should have looked this up. Kind of a blue-yellow border around here. I'm guessing all the barrel age series for the 2020 year had that, because like what is this? The 2017 is red, and the 2018 is blue. And this does say barrel age series, and it's kind of, I don't know, a dark red color. So I don't know what 2019 would have been. I'll have to look at some other ones. So if we look at it, caramel colored head, pretty much all small bubbles. I do have a couple medium. About a finger of head bubbles on the side are compact like dish soap and spread apart like bubble wrap. More like dish soap. For the color, yeah, reddish orange. The bottom is reddish orange. Probably like a red brown hue. From here to here, I would say somewhat hazy. I can make out the light box. I can see all the bubbles coming up. This glass is etched, and like I said, more of a red-orange color down in here. Lots of caramel malts, medium roasted malts are used in this. So let's go ahead and smell. Now this has probably been out 35, 40-ish minutes. Getting that alcohol, getting that barrel, that oaky alcohol, not as sweet as I remember. I don't know if I'm just remembering tasting the older ones when they've aged 2 or 3 years, but I'm not, I was thinking there was a lot more sweetness. You get a little bit of that sweetness, but that oak barrel really comes through. In there, 11%, I am smelling some of that alcohol, but it's probably from the barrels. I don't know if it says on here. No. Single malt Scotch. Oaky bourbon barrels. Okay. Yeah, smells like it should. Barrel-aged beer that's not a stout. It's almost kind of nice because I do review a lot of these barrel-aged stouts, and that big roasted malt you get all the time. So in this, it is a little different since they're not using all those dark malts coming through, and this is young, I would say. But yeah, that oak barrel, maybe a little bourbon vanilla is what I smell the most of. It's just, like I said, I was thinking there would be more sweetness. Let's go ahead and taste. Medium body. You really get that oak in there. the aftertaste, you get that sweetness, you get that caramel, you get that toffee, those darker roasted malts, but not too like the malts you would typically use in like a porter or a stout. Not those roasted dark malts, just darker roasted malts like a Crystal 120, bringing out that caramel, that toffee. Pretty smooth. Yeah, there's still bubbles coming up. It kind of, and it's probably better for this style to be a little undercarbed. But from looking at those bubbles, I was thinking that there was going to be more carbonation in this, and there's not. I think if you like young barrel-aged beers, this is definitely right up your alley. To me, it does taste young because you're really getting almost all that barrel, that oakiness with some sweetness. The aftertaste, that oak continues, but you do get more of that caramel toffee in there. Where I like that barrel, that oakiness to come down just a little bit on there, because the oak part just it lingers, it stays in your mouth. One thing when I read the back of this smokiness, I don't think I've ever said smoke. You could say if the barrel was charred, there's some smokiness in there. But I wouldn't say smokiness in this. Dark fruits, I don't really pick up on the dark fruits. I think dark fruits I normally get in like a big stout, expedition stout, something like that. A bigger barrel aged or non-barrel aged beer that's using lots of dark malt. I don't really think, at least in this beer, that there's dark enough malts to give off that fruit. I mean, some people could be getting it, but I don't get it. I don't know if that's just because my brain's going to, okay, those caramel malts, slightly darker roasted malts than like a caramel 60, 80, 100, aren't going to deliver those darker fruits. So I don't know if that's just in my head. But on this one, I think it's good. I would have to go with a 4 out of 5. Like I said before, I like my barrel-aged beers a little older to get rid of that oakiness a little bit more than this is and bring out some more of those other flavors. But yeah, still a solid beer and definitely worth $9.99 a 6-pack. Four of my friends have had this, 4.44 out of 5. Almost 3,000 people have checked it in, 4.19 out of 5. Just checking real quick. Always solid. Jeff M gave it a 4.25. Yeah. So yeah, I'll have to see if I can find some 2019 around, but I did check all mine and I do not have a 19. But I will be doing a vertical of these, so make sure you check that video out. If you like this video, check some more out over here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, and until next time, happy brewing.